Hoodie guy coming back with another one. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of Uncle Stay Fun's posts reshared a couple days ago. The XXIM podcast had Kaspa intern on there, and he was talking about Lehman Bush setting up a fund in Abu Dhabi, potentially buying up to $500 million worth of Kaspa, institutional fund, having a near tier one in the United States, holding it, custodian it. So he said the biggest news is not Kaspa listing, it's this: a regulated Abu Dhabi is being set, a fund in Abu Dhabi setting up to allocate 500 million exclusively into Kaspa as a treasury asset. This is not a crypto anon money, not a VC dump. Lehman Bush Capital. Lehman, I guess, has been a lawyer or working in China for 30 years, or Hong Kong. Bush is Neil Bush, the son of the first Bush senior president, brother of the junior. Traditional energy, renewables, and a qualified investment fund holding only Kaspa. I'll read that again. A fund with a single purpose of buying and holding at scale, nothing else. Why Kaspa? Because institutions finally understand something retail missed. This is the first L1 since Bitcoin that's pure proof of work for a launch, DAG-based, instant, scalable, decentralized, mathematically superior. This is not another chain. This is a new category. A 500 million inflow to this chain in the order book. Only 10% true liquidity. They aren't going to make one big purchase if they did that. It sounds like it could be rolling out next year. And talking about this is project-oriented territory, 1 to 3 trillion old utility thesis. The early days, Kaspa was becoming an institutional asset. You do have Marathon Digital, which he changed it from digital assets. It used to be Kaspa. There's still looks like holding and mining some. And then you have BGen, the parent company with the Ice River miners. And the early days are ending. Next era is beginning. If you're reading this, you understand we're extremely early, but institutions are no longer ignoring us. Graduating from community project to global infrastructure, the window's closing. And right now, you basically have a chance. If this is going to get the adoption that a lot of people think, you're going to have a chance to front run those institutions and larger money, billionaires or whatever. Kaspa was a correction to what Bitcoin became, future settlement layer of the internet. And their video on YouTube, I haven't quite listened to all of it, but it's got 4,000 views, so maybe you've already seen it. So let me know what you think about the level of adoption Kaspa might get, and that if this fund starts buying and some other ones jump on board, they don't buy just right away. Maybe they're buying 5% of the daily trading volume slowly, and they don't care because they're in it long term, so they don't have to try to get in at 5 cents or 6 cents. They're just slowly buying, just kind of like MicroStrategy, just keeps buying and buying up, buying down. It's slowed down a little bit, but yep, that's all I got right now. If it's going to gain the level of adoption a lot of people think, you can still front run the bigger money. And so, Bitcoin, that's becoming less of that way because there's a lot of
and below Lehman Bush will be the Kaspa Fund, which will be a Kaspa qualified investment fund. This fund will have just the long-term investment horizon, like Kaspa as a treasury. We're targeting up to $500 million in value. We have discussed also with the custodian, which is a very reputable custodian, an American custodian, almost tier one with a banking license. Lehman Bush was founded in the early 2000s with Dr. Edward Lehman and Mr. Neil Bush, son and brother of former US presidents.